It's week 12 of the NFL, and all eyes are on Cooper Kupp. He should be one of his quarterback's best friends this week. It's the Seahawks and the Packers, next on Madden Football.
The address is 1265 Lombardi Avenue. The place is known as Titletown. Welcome inside legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. So good to have you with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. We are about set for kickoff. Greg, talking to the coaches all week. We're so curious to see what's going to play out here at the start of this one.
And ideally, I think each of these teams is thinking, okay, we think this is how the game's going to unfold. This is our plan. This is how we're going to go attack. And if that's the case, great. But very rarely does that happen, Mike. So it's really the team that makes the best adjustments in real time, in between possessions, in between snaps. The team that adjusts the fastest and the most efficiently, they're the ones that come the end of the game, they tend to have the advantage.
The veteran Jason Myers will get this one started. And off we go from legendary Lambeau. But dangerous Mecole Hardman on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Green Bay offense set to go to work for the first time. And they're led by the man who waited his turn, the 2020 first-rounder, Jordan Love.
He's coming off one of those games, Mike, where he just wasn't good enough. I mean, he wasn't bad by any stretch of the imagination. He was good at times. He just wasn't good enough times. And I think when you're playing the quarterback position and all the focus is on you, your play has such a direct correlation between wins and losses that when you don't play your best, the magnifying glass is on you. So he needs to bounce back this week. He needs to be more productive in the passing game, generate more big plays, and then eliminate the turnovers. He cannot continue to throw the ball to the other team.
And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
The open man is Reed. He's got it. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. He'll take this down to the 47. Boye Mafe in on the tackle. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Love. He'll try to run for it. And the quarterback scrambling, maneuvers his way back to the line of scrimmage. All he can get out of that one. On 4th down, the Packers turn it over to Daniel Whelan to punt. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. Here comes the Seattle offense to take over for the first time. They're led out by the number 3 overall pick back in the 2018 draft. Out of USC, it's Sam Darnold.
I give this guy a lot of credit, Mike. He was very upfront and honest, not only with us, but with his teammates. That last week, it was just not up to the standard that they expect around that building. And even though they were able to win and overcome some of those bad interceptions, if they want to continue to give themselves a chance week in and week out to win in the NFL, they're going to need more production out of that quarterback position.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
The tight end Fant in motion. On second down, here's a run with Charbonnet. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on third down.
Third down, 3 to go. They'll try and run for this with Charbonnet. And he will have the Seahawks first down as they get 5 on 3rd and 2. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. Pass is completed to Cup. A peek at his receiving numbers from a week ago, part of the offensive performance that led them to victory. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Stafford fires to Cup. And it'll be a short pickup that's not enough for the first down.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is. Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Throwing on second down, Darnold. The Seahawks are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
We'll go again from the 3. It is 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Charbonnet. And this time, he's in. Zach Charbonnet. Touchdown, Seattle. His 6th touchdown now for the season. After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. Can he get away? No! He's taken down behind the line. Good job by the defense with a negative play.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Back to throw is Love. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. This is intercepted. It's the safety, Julian Love. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
They'll run it on first down with Charbonnet. And he's going to be taken down.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
They'll run here, and it's Charbonnet. He'll be wrapped up there down at the 3-yard line. The ball a little closer now. It is 2nd and goal. Charbonnet going to try to pull his way in. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up 3rd and goal. Tight end going in motion here. So a little extra time to think about this 3rd and goal as we've hit the end of the first. Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field. Now it's 3rd and goal. The tight end Fant in motion. They'll try and run with Charbonnet. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Zach Charbonnet. Touchdown Seahawks. That his 2nd touchdown of the game. This one number 7 on the year. What a standout performance early on in this one. That his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game.
And some backs, Mike, they just have a sense of finding the end zone and being able to finish off these runs. That's exactly what this guy has been able to do today, and we're just getting started.
After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. Out comes the Green Bay offense now as they get set to take over again. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0. The score as the offense tries to regroup and get going with 1st and 10. The catch is made. This is Tucker Kraft. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. 1st and 10. Love to throw. The blitz gets there, and he lost the football. The Seahawks scoop it up. And he is going to bring this one back. It is a fumble recovery for a defensive touchdown. Myers, good on the extra point. And the Seahawks will stake themselves to a 21-0 lead. After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. Hardman now to return it. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Packers offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on first down. They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll manage to get to the 33. DeMarcus Lawrence there on the stop. They face second down and 7. It's the tight end Kraft in motion. On second down, Love. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. Here's 3rd and 2. Dobbs headed in motion. We'll try to run it here with Jacobs. Here's Daniel Whelan now, and he is hoping to improve on his first attempt. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Seahawks offense and Sam Darnold heading back on the field. As we check the league leaders in passing yards, you can see he is right up there among the best in the NFL. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. He's going to let this one go deep. And he's going to take this one all the way. 78 yards. Touchdown, Seattle. Myers, good on the extra point. And the Seahawks move out to a commanding 28-0 first half lead. After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. Hardman now to return it. And they'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. The Packers offense ready to get back to work. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. First down now. Here's Love. He'll keep this himself. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
You know, Mike, early in my time in Carolina, we were kind of on the forefront of this NFL zone read revolution. Cam Newton, one of the best to ever do it. I have seen up close and personal, when you run the zone read the right way, it is a nightmare for a defense to defend.
And he's going to be close to a first down. Looks like he'll have just enough to keep the chains moving.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on second down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
That's Dobbs, open left side.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins. And it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline. So as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
Quick throw, taken in. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
He is in. Romeo Dobbs. Touchdown, Packers. Extra point by McManus, up and good. And the Packers are able to edge a bit closer. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Seahawks on. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. They'll go play action with Darnold. There's the big tight end, Fant. And out of bounds he goes, just shy of midfield. Terrific start to this drive. Gain of 23 and a 1st down.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the second-level defenders, but get that ball down into the hands of his target. He makes it look a lot easier. He is.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. To throw is Darnold. He's going to look for the home run ball. This one popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Xavier McKinney.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're defending your own goal line. You got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Love to throw on 1st and 10. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Throwing on 2nd down, Love. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7. Flags coming. Looks like there was movement on the right side of the O-line. They'll go play action with Love. That'll be caught. It's Josh Jacobs.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Here's a 2nd and 9. It's the tight end Kraft in motion. Trying to set up the screen, but he just had to spike that one. This will be incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
He'll get this out wide, and he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. Back with more from Lambeau Field. After this, on comes the punter now, as he is on to punt for Green Bay. And he'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there. The Seahawks offense and running back Zach Charbonnet set to go again. They've opened up a big lead already, trying to put this one to bed maybe before halftime. Another drive starts here with 1st and 10. Off the bootleg, here's Darnold. He keeps it himself. It's a nice start to the drive, a gain of 10, and a quick 1st down.
Mike, this is an impressive run, especially considering the fact it was zone coverage. That's a lot of defenders with eyeballs in the backfield focused on the quarterback. So to be able to escape the pocket and pick up good yardage, really good play.
Cup in motion. On play action, here's Darnold. It'll be Smith and Jigba bringing it in. And he's out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line. That is 2 big pickups to start the drive. 32 on the latest. Off the play fake, it's Darnold. He's got it at about the 8. And he'll be taken down. Well, here's the chance to cap off a great half. They have it 1st and goal. Here's a run. A short kick down to the 7. Here now, 2nd down and goal. Throwing, Darnold. They'll set up the screen to Charbonnet. And he will score again. Zach Charbonnet. Touchdown, Seattle. 3 touchdowns for him. Numbers 6, 7, and 8 on the season.
Seahawks 35, Packers 7. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the 1st half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Hardman now to return it. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And they'll mark them down just shy of the 40. And with just 4 seconds left in the 1st half, a timeout is called. So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing is Love. This is caught down that right sideline. So we've reached halftime of the visiting, and instead, why don't we get right back to it as we'll get ready for the 3rd quarter. Very one-sided 1st half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The 3rd quarter is underway. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. The Seahawks offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And the numbers have looked good this season. Case in point right here, right up there among the NFL leaders in touchdown passes. The tight end Fant in motion. Off the play fake. Here's Darnold. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan. And then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man. And it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
Jackson, Smith, and Jigba, the intended receiver. And it's going to bring up a third down. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. And that is incomplete.
This offense... way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Just what the punter's hoping to do. Fair catch taken right at the 10-yard line. Jordan Love, the rest of the Packer offense, ready for their next possession. And he has had all sorts of trouble in this one. Your quarterback has to take care of the ball, and he has not. Turning it over in the air, turning it over as a fumbler. You just cannot win football games in this league when the quarterback's giving the defense the ball. And that's what he's done in this one. It's the tight end Kraft in motion. Right side, catch made by Dobbs. And they'll mark him down up beyond the 30.
And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way, but here in the third quarter, they're starting to find some plays, they're starting to get some opportunities. Just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late.
On 1st and 10, here's Love. Going left side down the field, and it's complete. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down. From the gun, it's Love. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it, because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Off the play fake. Here's Love. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Jaden Reed was the intended target. And 3rd down coming up. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of...
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
Feels like they needed that sack this entire drive. It feels like the defense was really on their heels. The offense was taking it to them really however they wanted to. So to be able to take a deep breath now, disrupt the rhythm of the drive by getting that sack, that might go a long way now to allow them to get off the field.
3rd and long. Now Love. That's complete on the tight end screen. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line. McManus's kick is good. And the Packers will cut into that lead.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The visitors' offense and their running back set to go once more. They've definitely outplayed their opponents to this point in the third quarter. Might be looking to grind out some first downs and chew up some valuable time on the clock. Smith in Jigba, the man in motion. On first down, they'll start with Charbonnet. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be second down.
And this is just more of the same, picking up exactly where he left off in the first half. And these numbers, Mike, as you see them, they just pop out at you. I mean, he has been the driving force of this offense from the very start.
They'll go again here with Charbonnet. And he's going to take this past the 45, and that's good enough for a first down.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst, they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
That's just such a tough throw. I mean, that's all arm. Being able to get your body turned and throw back across your body. I mean, it's one thing if you're just throwing it a couple yards.
Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. Smith and Jigba left side, he's got it. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with third down. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. And that is incomplete. McDonald not playing. So the challenge is not successful, and that will cost them the first of their 3 timeouts for the half. Myers' kick is good. And the Seahawks will extend their lead.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. On play action, Love. A throw left side, going to be intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. Now, after the interception, we have an injured player to look at. So they come to the line for first down and 10. On the ground, Charbonnet. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's 2nd and 6. Again, they'll give it to Charbonnet. And he's going to pick it up, take it down inside the 35 for the first down.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
Stafford fires to Kupp. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. 2nd and 7. They'll go play action with Darnold. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he's out of bounds all the way inside the 15-yard line. They can still get a first down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. So these teams trade field goals in the 3rd as we... The tight end Fant in motion. Charbonnet in the back, and he goes straight ahead. And he'll get about 5. And his fine afternoon on the ground continues. The last run going to put him up over 100 yards for this one. Here's a run inside, and it's Charbonnet. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down. On the handoff, it's Charbonnet. And it looks like he's going to have enough for the first down. Yes, he does. First and goal coming up. They'll try to run this one in. And he's into the end zone yet again. Zach Charbonnet. Touchdown, Seahawks. Make it 4 touchdowns for him on the afternoon. We might need a calculator before this one is done. It has been one-sided, and the route rolls on, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike, and they just keep piling on the points. I mean, this offensive play caller, he's saying it's never enough. I'm going to try to score with every possession, and we've seen him do that all game long.
He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Here's Love to throw. Now he'll run it.
You know, Mike, nice job here by the quarterback, just understanding on these early downs, you just don't want to go backwards. So he's able to avoid the negative play, pick up a little bit, and mostly avoid the sack.
A 2nd down throw for Love. That's to the right side and incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
The pressure gets home. He's lost the football. Oh, he gets it right back.
And man, does he dodge a bullet right there, Mike, on that sack. He's fortunate. That ball bounced right back to him. He's able to recover it and keep possession for his team.
This will be returned from the other side of midfield. And it's a good return here, able to take it across the 50, set up the offense with a short field. Smith in Jigba, the man in motion. A give to Charbonnet, heading right. Gets to the edge at the 30. And they cannot contain him at all. He's into the end zone yet again. Zach Charbonnet. Touchdown, Seattle. He is having a performance to remember. That is 5 touchdowns for him in this one. After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. Hardman now to return it. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. The Packers offense ready to get back at it. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with 1st down. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 28-yard line.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he'll get about 5 past the 30-yard line. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. To throw is Love. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete. Devin Witherspoon with the tight coverage as he knocks it away. This brought in out past the 20. And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line. The visitors' offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And we'll take you back through some of the highlights. Been plenty of room to run, and he has taken advantage of it. Already over 100 yards in this one. He got it early, he got it often, and the defense hasn't gotten much of him. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Sending it downfield for Fant. That ball broken up. It is incomplete. First down, couldn't connect. It'll bring up second down.
I think this defense is wondering where some of these missed throws were earlier in the game. I mean, for a while, it seemed like everything the offense did hit. And after that last incomplete pass, although this game's all but over, this defense will certainly take it.
Throwing on second down, Darnold. Over the middle, Smith and Jigba with the grab. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the 47. You don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. Here's Darnold. It's complete. He's got Cup. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
So on these play calls, Mike, on 3rd and inches, typically how it goes is we're going to try to take a shot. Then there's a medium zone option. And then the last resort is just pick up the first down with something underneath and get that fresh set of down. So in this case, he settles for the underneath throw, but it's still enough to pick up the first down.
So that pass interference in the end zone puts the pressure on the defense. It is 1st and goal from the 1. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. Even with the lead, they're trying to press the tempo.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Again, it'll be Charbonnet. And he cannot be stopped. He is into the end zone again. Zach Charbonnet. Touchdown, Seahawks. With that, he joins Gale Sayers and Alvin Kamara, players in the Super Bowl era with 6 touchdowns in a single game. After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. The Packers offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
On 2nd down, Love. They try to set up the screen, but this one doomed from the start. It's incomplete.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
He's going to go deep, looking for Reed. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take over just shy of midfield.
frankly, Mike, a disaster. And I don't know how else to classify it. I mean, that's now 5 turnovers, 3 coming through the air. You're just not going to win games at this level playing and giving the ball away.
Here's 1st and 10. Throwing, Darnold. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, there's refusing to take your foot off the gas, and then there's this. I'm not even sure really how to classify. I mean, to have this type of lead in the 4th quarter and still continue to air it out. I'll tell you what, I'm going to pay attention to this after the game coach's handshake. I think could be pretty interesting.
He's got room at the 30. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. Off the bootleg. Here's Darnold. That is caught. What a job on the scramble. Cooper, Kupp, touchdown, Seattle.
Ineligible receiver downfield. Offense.
You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too far, and it draws the flag. Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. Get that one to Charbonnet, complete. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Putting the tight end in motion. Now this looks like a design run.
And a nice job there defensively on 3rd down, not overcommitting to their pass rush. Having a plan for this quarterback as a designed runner, we're able to stop him short of 1st down.
The offense staying out there for this 4th down. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That's to the end zone and batted away. It's in. They wanted 6. They come away with nothing and cannot connect on 4th down.
So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on 4th down. But this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on 4th down.
2nd down and 3. Here's Love. Looking to set up the screen there, but he decides not to force it, and it's incomplete. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Throwing is Love. He's got his tight end. That's Musgrave.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took.
And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. So it's a win here for the visiting Seahawks. Their winning ways continue. They've yet to be stopped as they remain unbeaten in the month of November. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.
No, do something! It could be worse, but I feel like... No, never mind! This is the worst! Are you kidding me? Come on!
In a minute, I'm gonna put that jersey on. Step your game up. Come on, guys, what's going on?